Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Reviews. This is another in our series of hidden gems. This is 1968, 1970 TV show called Land of the Giants, starring Gary Conway, Don Marshall, and Don Matheson. Now, this tells the story of the suborbital ship called the Spindrift, which was making its cross-country trip, and somehow or another got transported into this Earth-like planet where everyone and everything on there was like 12 times bigger than what they are, thus the name Land of the Giants. Now, the crew on this ship, they spent the whole show trying to get pieces, and things so they could fix the ship so it could return to Earth. But they had to keep dealing with, quote, the giants on this planet. Now, the giants on this planet weren't some strange creature or something. They were Earth-like beings. They did some of the same things we did. They went to churches. They had cars. They drove American cars. They even had vaudeville and movie theaters and things like this. Now, the government of the quote giant planet was this totalitarian government that knew about the Earth, and they knew about, quote, the little people, and they wanted to capture them and study them, and that was a continuing theme that kept going on in this show. Now, the production of this show was $250,000 per episode. Now, that's back in 1968, which would be a little over $2 million an episode. Can you believe that? Because they had to build these gigantic sets, When you saw them jump off a table, jump off a cup, or be chased by something, they had to build these things to scale model. There was no CGI back then. There was no green screen. So the actors had to jump off like these 12-foot-high objects and things right here and crawl through these big holes, So it was a pretty expensive show right here to make. I never got a proper conclusion because it was so expensive they just stopped showing it. And I'm also amazed at this right here about shows from this time period, 40, 50 years ago. These shows have got long legs. I mean, there's some networks that are just dedicated to shows from this era. Somehow I got a feeling that the current shows we're watching now aren't going to be like that. This is KDS Reviews, and this is a small little review of a hidden gem called Land of the Giants. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. And remember, KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. And throughout the week, we talk about the state of Hollywood as far as movie making is. Now, if you want to see another show that Irwin Allen did, then watch this video right here. This is KDS Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.